mics though. There we go. But I definitely can't see. Oh, I just love this.
What?
Simply not knowing how Twitch works.
Well, this is why this is our test, I suppose. We should have tested this before.
Well, I didn't know how else to test it.
Fair enough.
So.
Heck yeah. Is this I can't see anything. What is happening?
I am being bullied for being a Juno Steel Kinney. That's fair.
What's fun about this is I can't see chat because I'm not the one. I don't have Twitch open. So I just have to trust what Aaron says is being said in chat.
Yeah, I'm being bullied for being a Juno Steel Kinney. That is very fair.
You are a Juno Steel Kitty.
I am, and I would like to.
This is factual.
Oh? Oh?
Oh?
I think I figured it out.
I don't know what you figured out, but I'm proud of you.
I figured it out so that it's streaming the video instead of um just the streaming service. I know it's true, but you don't have to say it.
I don't know what's true.
It's not bullying if it's true, me being a Juno Steel Kinney. I am indeed a Juno Steel Kinney. Wonder if there is a way I can show you. Can I share my screen with you?
That might be a bold choice.
It's a choice I'm making.
Can everyone else see it? If you're sharing your screen with me? I don't know how this works. Clearly, I'm also a Juno Steel Kinney. Oh, I don't like seeing myself. My camera is so janky.
Well, everyone else can in fact see it.
Okay. Sick. You're on try with it. Bye.
I really love the entire chat right now is currently bullying me, and that is fair.
Perfect. I will just take Aaron's word for whatever is being said in chat.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Just bully Aaron extra hard if they lie to me.
They can't open the stream on their phone because they're calling on their phone.
Yeah. You guys, listen, if you think my video quality is bad now, you wouldn't want to see it on my laptop.
It's something.
It's worse.
It's a lot worse. Fuck you. Laura says open the stream on your laptop. Dice says.
Yeah, that's also not gonna work. Bold of you to assume my laptop can run video, period.
Dice also says, bold of you to assume Aaron can think fast enough to lie to you.
Thank you, Dice. I love everyone just bullying us. This is exactly what we wanted from tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I expected. Mint says you can turn on audio only on Twitch, so you don't need to stream video. So maybe you can have chat rights.
If I can get my laptop to load Google Chrome even, that would, yeah, I'll do that. if I could get my laptop to load anything. I might just fly blind tonight.
Lilith made an octopus. And Laura says, so glad you're in charge of our podcast with your high-tech skills.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm capable of editing audio, but it probably does take double the time it should take.
No, I've already
purely
suggested
because of my laptop speed.
I've already suggested that we do a GoFundMe to get Jupe a decent laptop, but no.
No, absolutely not.
The mod,
No.
it's what is it? 2 years old?
Yes, 2 years old.
So I signed the petition, but it's not happening.
It's not. I'll get a new laptop eventually.
When is eventually?
Eventually is when I start big kid job.
Laura says, "Sir, I can help you edit. I have a laptop that works." Bree says, "Me, handshake, Jupe, having shitty laptops." Shitty laptop
Preach.
crew.
Love you, Bree. I love you, Bree.
Bree says she loves you.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Indrid says Jupe's video quality is just the video quality on the ship.
Correct. It is, yeah. So this is what it's like when Tanner calls you from the Hades. You're welcome. I'm creating an immersive experience.
The same internet that Jupe has at their place is the internet that's on.
I love the implication that a spaceship gets internet.
Well, we have to upload it sometime. Yeah. Laura says, secret sneak peek into the mod section of the server. The RP section, for where the two mods are just gay.
I can't hear. Anyway. Sometimes we get actual business done, I promise.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Alright. For the love of God, do you get chat rights?
No.
Cool.
I don't know why you think I'm getting it. Google Chrome is literally not loading.
I know, but...
and if you guys are gonna try to bully me for it, I'm trying to even exit out of it and it's not working. Somehow I have two different tabs open on different windows and neither of them will close. And I don't want to try opening a new one. I don't know if I want to test fate like that.
Indrid and Spencer, you are absolutely both correct. Tanner FaceTimes like a dad. I will die on this hill.
You're right. Okay, coming out with the hot takes. Number 1, Tanner FaceTimes like a dad.
Just directly under their chin. The entire song and inside FaceTiming with my mom, it's that, but it's just Tanner. It's just Tanner.
Dr. Ash's Tanner is truly...
Bree says Tanner has the other scientists take their selfies for them. Dice asked what Blazeball teams do Tanner and Rory play for?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, we all know my favorite team is the Moist Talkers, but Tanner absolutely does not play for them. I would say Tanner probably plays for.
Oh, that's a hot take.
I don't know what's said.
No, I want to see what you say before I.
Sure.
Sure.
I think Tanner plays for the Hellmouth Suns.
Oh, that's good. Laura said the Hades Tigers. It's right there. But Dice says
It
that's
is right
too
there.
easy.
I did consider the Hades Tigers before deciding no.
Dice says that's too easy, which is fair. Honestly,
What about Rory?
I think probably also the Shoe Thieves, because she definitely kins Tillman.
Aaron, I said the Sunbeams.
I said also because I am on the Shoe
And
Thieves.
you said the Shoe Thieves.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
because I, Aaron, am on the Shoe Thieves. So Rory also. Too bad. Get used to it. You have two of them, at least. Dice says no Tillman Kinney is on my ship.
I will say, Tanner does not kin Tillman Henderson. Put that down in writing. Don't look at me like that. Tanner does not kin Tillman Henderson. You heard it here first, folks.
A hot take.
Anyways, do we wanna go with one of our questions that people asked before?
Oh god, sure.
I'm gonna pick one because I wrote them all down. Because I'm a Juno Steel Kitty.
Indrid says we are both empty-headed and that they love us very much. We love you too.
We do.
Laura says, imagine
so first
knowing
question.
things about Tillman Henderson. Embarrassing. That's fair.
I want to pick this one first because I really want to know the answer. Aaron, how do you feel about British characters?
Awful. Hate it. Next question.
No, you gotta elaborate. Why do you hate them?
Because
Are you just gonna... I want you to alienate an entire audience.
Okay. The challenge is I can do this without alienate. What does that mean, Dice? They just said British characters.
I don't know what that means.
British isn't even real. You're correct. It's because I spent like 3 years, hyper focused on only British, like, media, and it got to the point where I could tell the difference between British accents by region.
Mm-hmm.
And I never want to go back to that place again.
Okay. So instead you're gonna take it out on British characters?
Yes. Laura says they made up British for Doctor Who. You are correct.
Sure.
Bree says, please tell me there's going to be at least one I Love Lucy joke.
Absolutely not, because you said that. There's definitely not going to be any.
You already made one of those in, like, the fucking beginning of the Hades tag.
It's not happening in the podcast. Sorry.
Coward.
Mm-hmm. Listen, even if anyone writes it in, I will take it out.
No, I'll
I'm allowed to do that.
No, I'll give the script straight to McCartney. Oh, please, why would you do this to me? Dice asked thoughts on Danganronpa getting ported to the Nintendo Switch.
I've played approximately what I think is probably 20 minutes worth of the game, but my laptop was running it so slow that it took like 2 hours. Um,
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
hardcore for
precisely
this,
zero
it is
thoughts.
true.
I have precisely zero thoughts on Danganronpa. Aaron,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts?
My thoughts are I'm terrified because this is going to open up the game to a whole new set of fans. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking. Stop talking immediately. um, it's going to open it up to make it a bigger fandom. And God knows we don't need more Danganronpa fans.
No, what we need more of is the Hades Project fans.
Injured ass thoughts
Or
on Earth.
they should port our podcast onto the Switch.
How would that work? How would that work?
I don't know, but they should do it.
Okay. Injured asks,
Mhm.
what are our thoughts on Earth?
On Earth?
Yes.
The planet?
Yes.
That's a really great question.
We did talk about making a Hades dating sim at one point.
We did. Perhaps that's something that could come back in the future.
Or is this get
Thoughts
tortured
on
by
Earth?
capitalism, man, in real life? Yeah, Hades dating sim. That would probably. Honestly, that is something that could come back.
Yeah, for sure. I see no reason why it couldn't.
The only reason is, drawing and writing hard.
This is true. Back to the question about Earth. Because this is apparently a question that I want to answer. I think Earth is a perfect mixture of a hellscape and a beautiful place. So it's pretty, but I don't
God,
like
at what
people.
cost?
Yeah. I mean, we got such good things like raccoon and snails. But then there's also very bad things.
Indrid says they were expecting you to say that it's flat.
I need to be perfectly clear. And this needs to be clear throughout the entirety of this podcast.
It was a slash J for the record.
I appreciate that. This is me setting this in stone now because I know this is going to be recorded. Tanner is not me, and I do not think that the Earth is flat, and I have never thought that the Earth is flat.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say it like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm setting this in stone now. I have never thought the Earth is flat. And I promise you that I never will.
Oh! Dice, hot take. Dice says you're a closeted flat earther.
I don't know what that means.
Both Mint and
But I'm
Indrid
gonna
say
choose to ignore it.
The only two animals. Raccoons and snails.
Yeah, they're the best.
They're the only two animals that exist.
Yeah. How about another question?
Bree says that's exactly what a flat earther and or a secret Ashes Tanner would say. Dice says it's 3 words, you know exactly what it means.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I have more questions. This is me looking for questions that are right in front of my face and failing to read. Anyways.
We're in charge of this podcast.
Yeah, it's a good podcast. Listen to the 80s Project.
As real as anything
What?
is, Laura.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
What?
Laura just said y'all still think the Earth is real. As real as anything is.
Yeah. Speaking of definitely real things,
Oh no.
what AU is your favorite, and why isn't it the road trip AU?
I mean,
So what of the many Hades AUs that we have produced over the course of the
many, many.
time that we've been working on the Hades, which one is your favorite?
I mean, Road Trip AU is definitely up there. It's very good and did inspire
But is it
the
your favorite?
later part of the podcast.
But is it your favorite?
I think so. Uh, a close runner up is definitely the Assassin AU because sexy.
Nice. I like Rotape AU a lot. I also think it's very fun. He's not my favorite. Um, as I am a glutton for angst, my favorite is Hanahaki AU.
Oh, that is very good too. I
Um,
still have the
and,
fake daffodils from that.
and you know, is it sad? Yes. But am I gay? Also, yes.
You know there are other soulmate AUs, correct?
Hanahaki is the way to go.
Alright. Ooh, we have updates in the Percy Jackson AU. Apparently, Amaya and Maya are co-counselors.
Oh, good for them.
It's what they deserve.
That is what they. Good for them.
The zombie apocalypse AU is also very sexy. Fulfills Rory's martyr complex. Very fun. Oh, it's not an update.
As
That's
most AUs
established.
do, actually.
She lives in most of them, I think. Either that,
Good.
or it's like they all die together, and it's very sweet.
Very sweet indeed.
Sometimes you just want to die with your homies.
Sure. I have another question from this might be my favorite question that we got. It's from our darling Laura, who asks, "How did you come up with such sexy, cool characters such as Amaya, Officer Suzuki, that one engineer, and Jesse Suzuki?" How did you Aaron come up with such a cool, sexy cast of characters?
Uh, how I came up with these characters was by joining the tag after they had already been created.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Great.
I think my input was vital.
Uh-huh. Very good. I think I created such cool, sexy characters by doing nothing. And waiting for the genius of others and then profiting on it.
Yeah. You just said, I want to make a sad scientist. Y'all can do whatever you want.
That is what I said, yes.
I know.
Um,
Laura
Maya
asks, when will
Suzuki.
Jessie feature in the podcast? She's so vital to the story.
So I definitely remember who that is. And they will definitely be in the podcast at some point.
Babe, that's Maya's sister. The one who
Oh,
died. Yeah.
sexy.
But
I'm just gonna.
Laura says, Maya's dead sister. Hello. No, but we
it
definitely want to, like, explore more into character backstories, especially in, like, the second season.
Yes, in season
Um,
2, we want to do a lot
so,
more exploration into characters. Season 1, as most of you know, has a pretty heavy focus on Tanner and Rory, but it also largely finishes out their stories in that same time.
mhm.
So
Honestly,
that leaves
we
us
mostly
open
kind
to
of started off with them because they're the characters we're most familiar with, obviously, and a podcast like isn't the sort of thing we've ever written for before. So wanted to start off with something we felt we had a pretty good grasp on.
yeah. But yeah, we are really excited because there's such a large cast of characters and
And they're
they're
all
all
so
so
good.
wonderful. Yeah, they're all so wonderful and deep and complex. I am super excited to get to explore them over the course of next season and the one after that.
Oh god.
And I think also beyond that, there's a lot of room to explore the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in sort of bonus episodes and bonus logs, um, where if there's something that doesn't necessarily fit into the narrative of the podcast, we still fit it in some sort of bonus episode or log to sort of still note that this is something that's important to the character and that this is something that
Mm-hmm.
affects them and is essential to them.
There's definitely like a lot of really good relationship dynamics, and there's so many because there's so many characters, and like some of the relation dynamics might not have a direct effect on like the plot, but if you think we're not going to just put so much self-indulgent shit on our Patreon.
Yeah, you're absolutely wrong. uh, but yeah, super excited to get to write for other characters, especially Amaya.
Mm-hmm.
I love her.
You say that with
uh,
every character though.
this is true. I do indeed love Amaya a lot. I've been working on one of the season 2 episodes, and it's got a pretty
Oh,
heavy focus on Amaya and Vila. Um,
that one's so good.
and I'm very excited to get to work more on that episode. I'm very like lightly into it, but it's very.
Laura says, "Give me the link in all caps." I think about that all the time.
I will give you the link. I was actually going to ask you to help write it. So
Mint is also expressing interest.
yes, I will actually get you both the link. And honestly, if y'all just want to like RP that out, do it.
I have been thinking about it. Oh, we're definitely gonna include Maya Reagan stuff. I mean, like, we gotta do MILF for MILF, and like, Reagan is Maya's partner.
Speaking of MILFs,
Oh, I know
I
what
have
question
another
this is.
question. This is also a very good question
It
from
is
this guy. How did you get so many MILFs on one crew?
trauma.
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 That's the answer you're going with. Trauma.
Trauma.
Um, I'm going with the answer that MILFs are good.
Dice says every sentence should start with "speaking of MILFs," and you are correct.
Yeah, MILFs are good. And we will gladly continue to put them in our podcast.
I'm so excited
So
to work on that, actually.
honestly, we could add in more MILFs if we really wanted to.
I mean, I
But yeah,
know
no,
some of the characters, get MILF rights later on.
they do. But in particular, yeah, speaking of the people who are MILFs,
Aiden is
Those
27.
yeah. It's fine. I'm very excited to get to develop them more because that's something that hasn't
MILF
really been
rights.
developed yet.
Oh, I
It
don't
hasn't really
think
been
anyone
developed yet.
has
It's so
any
exciting.
living parents that are decent. Laura asked anyone got any living moms that can fulfill MILF status. Probably not. I don't think so.
Tanner does not.
I mean, Rory. Maya is a living mom. Uh, that is
She
true.
is. She is. Aya is living.
She sure
Good for her.
is. She may not be having
Good.
a great time, but she's living.
She's doing great. I'm proud of her. Um, I've got another question.
Oh.
I actually really like this question, so that's why I saved it for last. Um, is there any character you find really fun to write for? And that's a question from Min.
Ooh. I mean, all of the characters are really fun to write for different reasons. Um,
Yeah.
it's fun writing for Tanner because then I can just relentlessly bully them. Yeah, exactly. Bree says they had a blast writing Tanner. Tanner is fun to write for. Very easy to bully. 10 out of 10.
Tanner's just very tired.
Yeah.
Um, I really, and this is something I really, really enjoy writing for Aiden. Um,
Writing for Aiden
I
is
it
good.
is I am not from the South,
You are
and
not.
I
Dear
do
God, you
not
are
know
not.
Southern phrase. I do not know Southern phrase.
We
Um,
literally have a document of Southern phrasings and their translations.
yeah, for me to draw from. But beyond, introducing that sort of Southern slang into her writing, I think Aiden is so much right
She
for. I
really
think
is.
that she is a wonderfully complex character, and I think that
They sell a
there's a lot to
dictionary? Bree says,
what?
get Jupe the Southern Dictionary they sell at gas stations. I have never seen this. They do in North
What?
Carolina. POV, I text Sky.
I'm not anywhere near North Carolina.
Honestly, I'll text Sky.
They do not sell that in gas stations near me.
Apparently, they don't even sell like American, like the classic overly American shirts and stuff, which I can't imagine. It's like,
I
with
mean, we
like
sell a couple, but not really.
five eagles and 25 American flags.
Yeah. But yeah, so I really enjoy writing for Aiden. I think she's a wonderfully complex character, and there's a lot to explore with her, and we are just at the beginning of that.
I'm
It's
very
super
excited to explore MILF for MILF and also Aiden and Rory. Yeehaw hours.
yeehaw hours. Sure. Um, yeah, so I love them. Uh, I also really enjoy writing for Maya.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think I like writing the MILFs.
Similar.
I like writing for the MILFs. That's my answer.
Dice says, okay, Kenny. Yeah. Maya
I
has a similar tired energy to Tanner, but like
that's
deals with it
in a more
better.
yeah. And I really I made Tanner very disinterested a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they care a lot, but they don't really express it in the same way that Maya does. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what's so fun about writing Maya is that I get to express the care that I want to with Tanner, but can't because it's not right to their character.
And that's also why you go feral writing Rory.
I do go feral writing Rory.
Tanner is so tired all the time, and then you get to write Rory, and he just go crazy, go stupid.
Some of my favorite lines that I've written have been for Rory.
I'm aware.
You, Aaron is aware of what my favorite line I've ever written is.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not be sharing it right now, but it is indeed a favorite.
I don't know if we can even say it on Twitch, so.
Yeah, let's maybe not say it on Twitch. Those were all the questions I have, so we are now relying on chat, which I cannot see.
You still. It's been 42 minutes.
Has it really?
Yes, we've been streaming for 42 minutes.
Time passes, huh?
It sure does, but apparently not on your computer.
No, Google Chrome has still not loaded for anyone interested in that.
Laura says, Jupe, how do you get your hair to look so soft?
I I actually only use shampoo on my hair.
White people.
Okay. Let me give you my hair routine. I only use shampoo on my hair like every other day, and I condition once a week, but I only condition my scalp and not my hair. Because my hair will get greasy if I condition it. And I only condition my scalp so I don't get dandruff. I just wash it. That's it. And it just like naturally lays fluffy because it's fine. So I guess my answer is be white, which is a bad answer. You're welcome. I need to leave.
Laura says, okay, well, we can't all be white, Jupe.
I know. So that's how I get my hair to be the way it is. So I have no suggestions for you. I don't know if you were asking for suggestions or if you were just looking to know why it is the way it is. Let's cut this.
No, I think this is good. I think this is good.
Great. I'm glad for everyone to see this.
Laura says, nah, I was just complimenting it because it looks good today.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I watched it this.
Gay people. Oh, good question. If you had to yeehawify one character that isn't Tanner because they're the obvious choice, who would it be?
Oh, that is such a good question. So we have to yeehaw someone who's not yeehawed already.
Okay, my first instinct was Lucian because then Tanner would have to deal with two yeehaw partners, and I like putting Tanner through hell.
Bold choice. Cass. Final answer. Just
God.
because I think it would be hilarious.
Demonet.
Absolutely not. We're not even gonna open that conversation. We're not gonna open worms.
Dice says T for T is out, yeehaw for yeehaw is in. You are absolutely correct.
This is why Tanner is not from the South.
Duck asks, my question is, who do you think the most kinnable character is?
I know what people have told me.
First off, if you kin from the show, I'm sorry.
Yes, that is correct. People have told me multiple times that Dr. Ash's Tanner is apparently very kinnable. I think it's just the tired and being
It is the
gay.
tired and being gay.
Um, and I'm kind of biased there because Tanner is just me.
Yes.
So I do think Tanner is very kinnable. But if we're talking about the full list of characters, hmm, who's very I think Aiden is kinnable.
Yeah. Mom friend energy.
I also think Vila is very kinnable.
Yes.
I think Vila is very kinnable. Oh, and Amaya.
Amaya for sure. I
Yeah.
can't tell if Rory is kinnable or if I'm just surrounded
Rory
by
is
the
also
same person.
yeah, there's a reason I didn't say Rory, and I'm pretty sure it's just because Aaron and I are the same person. So,
So is Indrid.
we might
Indrid
be a
also
little
kins.
biased there.
Indrid also kins her. Oh, apparently Rory was Bree's first thought. Yeah, Indrid, we're the same
Aw.
person. Of course you think Rory is kinnable.
So the answer is unfortunately many of the characters.
And again, if you kin from this show, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mint says Vila's
I
kinnable if you are not okay, just pretty good at hiding it. Laura says if you kin Rory, please go to therapy.
yeah, I second that. If you can Rory, please go to therapy.
Please, I am begging you.
Um, if you can Tanner, stop.
If you kin Tanner, also please go to therapy. Dice says if you listen
If
to
you can
audio.
Tanner, chances are you also can Jonathan Sims, and I'm sorry.
If you kin Tanner, you probably kin Rory, because they're the same bitch, but to the left. Dice says if you
Um,
listen to audio dramas, please go to therapy. Laura says if you're in this stream, please go to therapy.
yeah, that about covers it. Yep, that'll do it.
Laura also did ask, who's the sexiest character? No MILFs allowed.
Sexiest character, no milfs. That would be Migs Vane Brightly.
Oh. Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Very sexy. I don't know. I am very gay for everyone. Um,
We know.
yeah. There's a reason Rory is the, space whore.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you're just, Indrid, you're just a Lucian, Kinney. Indrid, you just kin Lucian. Indrid said Rory and Tanner are the sexiest sent tweet. You just kin Lucian, honey. Dice says fuck Brightly, but also knowing my type, fuck Brightly.
Correct. Yeah, that about covers it for Brightly.
Amaya and Rory get to bond over being simps.
Yeah, they sure don't they?
Bree says, I'm too ace for this conversation, but at the same time, some of the TikToks have me like eyes emoji, but respectfully.
I so completely agree with
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Can I answer who the sexy characters are? Yes. Do I? No. The answer is no. No, thank you. No, thank you.
The answer is yes. All of them are very sexy, and I simp for them all. Horror simp and romantic simp. Best friends. Just bestie things. But yes, the entire crew is very attractive, so I don't blame Amaya and Rory. They're valid, actually.
They are valid. And the advantage, particularly with this being an audio medium, is that you can picture the characters however you want. So, honestly, yeah, they are all sick.
Oh, good question.
They're a crew of people in space.
They sure are.
Not totally.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I'm most excited about, like sharing this with the public is seeing how other people interpret the characters. I'm very interested in that. Indrid asks, "What are your characters' favorite cereals?"
Oh, that is a great question.
I don't know if she has a specific, but Rory's is just like the really, really sugary, you eat a spoonful and get diabetes cereals.
Tanner's, I'm at a tie right now between Cinnamon Life cereal and Golden Grams.
uh,
I don't know why you're laughing, and I'm just gonna ignore it.
Cinnamon Life cereal. They're so old, I love them.
I like Cinnamon Life cereal!
Yes, and there's a reason you're the resident Grantham here.
It's tasty cereal! I don't know what you want from me! It's a good cereal!
Brie asks, "Do the characters have kittens?" Oh
Tanner
god.
does not know what kidding is.
Rory does
So no.
also not know what kinning is. And if she did, she's not going to because she doesn't want to do that much introspection.
If Tanner did know what kinning was, and this is again an executive decision, it would be Jonathan Sims. I don't make the rules.
That's the first thing they learn about when they get back to Earth.
What?
Kinning.
Please no.
Oh, that reminds me, they get back
If
to Earth.
someone writes me a scene where Tanner finds out what kinning is back on Earth, I will record it. But someone's got to write it. I'm not writing it.
POV. Oh, yep. We've already got our first two. We've already got two
I
people
will
volunteering
record.
to do it.
This is my offer. If you write me a scene for Tanner, I will record it.
Two people. Oh, three. We've got three people writing this.
This doesn't even have to be kinning. This is my offer, my one-time offer during this stream. If you write me a Tanner scene, I will record it. And it's only one scene. It's one scene, no more.
Does this mean I can make Surfer Dude Tanner canon?
Yes.
Noted.
Canon.
Bree says you've given us too much power with this.
I didn't say they were getting posted anywhere. I will record it, send it to you directly.
Oh no, they're getting posted on the Patreon. Honey, you
Great.
Honey, you can just that's just you just want Jupiter to say they're proud of you. Indrid says POV, I write a scene of Tanner saying they're proud of someone.
Yeah, no, I like that, actually. That sounds like a good scene.
Yeah. That is actually a Patreon reward. We do, like, one of the Patreon rewards is basically, like, we will record short messages in character, for if people want us to say things. Obviously no,
Yeah,
like, NSFW and whatnot, but... Bree is going to cash the deal in. Bree is going to write a scene for Tanner.
Okay, cool. Yeah, anyone in this stream who writes a scene for Tanner and sends it, I will record it special for you.
I'm very surprised I'm not excluded from this list.
I should have.
You
I
should
should have
have.
excluded you, but
You
I'm
should
too
have.
deep in at this point. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
And we have this on recording, so I can hold you to your word.
Yes. So that's fun.
Surfer Dude Tanner coming to podcast near you. The facial journey you're going on.
I'm always going on a facial journey.
Sometimes more than others. Surfer Dude Tanner, my beloved, yes. This is gonna be a question for Jupe, because I don't know shit about marching band. Question, band AU, but marching band AU, what section is everyone in?
Oh, okay. Starting with the obvious, Aiden is drum major. I would like to think that remembering names, Madison is also a drum major, but like an assistant drum major. Tanner, oh boy. Tanner plays something, that's for sure. I like to think that Tanner plays clarinet. I'm just gonna like think of a few off the top of my head. I'm not gonna go down through the whole list. Maya plays mellophone.
Laura asks who's on color guard / batons.
I was gonna say, I was trying to think of who's doing that. Nim is doing color guard.
That's the one where you like throw the flags, right?
Yes, that
I
is.
think that would also be Rory.
Oh, hot take.
She's ADHD. You think she's not gonna take the chance to throw things that are pretty colors?
Fair enough. Okay, that's all I have off the top of my head, but I will develop this more.
Mint says clarinet Tanner, my beloved. Dice says mellophone Maya, my beloved. Color guard. Oh no. Oh no. Indrid says color guard chaos squad. Rifles Rory makes sense actually.
Yeah, I was about to say rifle Rory.
I know nothing about marching.
This might be a hot take,
Oh.
but I would like to say Lucy and flute.
Ooh, spicy.
These are my takes.
I can see it. Indrid says, "Oh, good. I played flute."
Did you really? I love that.
Marching band AU canon? I was bad at it because I can't breathe, but yes, I was first seat for 2 years.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Oh gosh, hold on.
So I personally have never done really any music things. But some of my favorite people that I know play flute. So I've I don't think I've ever met a flute player I disliked.
I have one final, and this is going to be the last. Vila plays percussion.
I think That's what Mint said, actually.
Is it really? Instincts.
Oh no, that was, Laura.
Oh, a Maya percussion. I like that.
Um,
I was about to actually, yeah.
I don't know. Duck says I have, such band kid energy, though. Um,
You do have bad band kid. You do have band kid energy. You do
it's
not
be-
follow through.
it's
I
be-
have enough band kid energy for Aaron and I.
it's because I've got the theater kid energy, and they're very similar. But yes, Mint was thinking percussion or bass clarinet.
Ooh, a good take.
But no, band kids and theater kids are shaking hands.
They are. Sorry to who might have.
Bree says band and theater Venn diagram is just a circle.
This is correct.
Yeah. It's
That
about
is
the
that.
energy of hating yourselves. Indrid asks, what's Tanner's favorite part of the human cell?
Oh. I know what my answer is, but my answer is probably not the same. So Tanner's favorite part of the cell. I'm dropping things. Uh, Ribosomes.
Those are sexy.
They do. They do such a good job of making protein. It's very fascinating. Or rather, reading the stuff for proteins. It's very cool.
Indrid wants to know what yours is, though.
Oh, mine's the mitochondria.
Yeah. Fucking called it.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of a basic answer, but you know what? I'm consistent.
Good question. I think it happens. Maybe not for a reason, but I do think Chaos Squad does team up to do so. Bree asks, does Tanner ever get sent to the Shame Lab? Oh no, Maya does send them to the Shame Lab.
Yes.
Indra says, Jupiter, I adore you.
I adore you, Indrid. Yeah, I think there is one instance that Tanner ends up in the shame lab, and
I think there's
I don't think
probably
there's
more.
an
There's there's probably at least one more where Chaos Squad stages a mutiny.
absolutely not.
What's Tanner gonna do? What's this twink gonna do? Rory just picks up the twink and throws them in there.
No.
Chaos Squad mutiny. It lasts for about 5 minutes before Maya comes and lets Tanner out.
Yeah. Sure.
Freya says she supports our new Chaos Squad overlords. You shouldn't. You
I
should
would not recommend that. That's how you die, actually.
You really should not. You should not do that.
Listen, they're great scientists. They know what they're doing. They are also so stupid.
That TikTok you said in memes earlier, about how they're both very smart individually, geniuses even. But then you get them together and it just cancels out. There's no thoughts in their head. Absolutely nothing. That's Chaos Squad. Versus cue that "What a Way to Die" trend song. It wouldn't. It would be an interesting way to go out. Chaos Squad, leading would be interesting. You can say that for sure.
Yeah, it would be interesting. And Tanner will hate every second.
But yes, Tanner does get banished to the Shame Lab twice. One is for longer than another.
Yeah. But that's spoilies, so we can't talk about that.
It's very fun though. Did film that. We did film that. Oh, good question. Injured asks, since Rory is an astrobiologist, what's her favorite star? Hi, McCartney. They say, hey, Red Flannel, why is your camera so glitchy?
Thank you. Yes, my name is Red Flannel. And that would be because I do not have a single camera that works correctly.
You do not. Laura thought it was a random person.
What?
Laura thought McCartney was just a random person. I don't know if Rory really has a specific favorite star. I think it's, she likes them all for, like, different reasons, because they're all so fascinating. AKA, this is me, bullshitting because I don't know any stars.
You're sorry. Let's get this straight for everyone. Aaron, one of creators and writers and producers of a podcast that takes place in space.
Yes.
Doesn't know the name of any stars.
I know the sun.
Uh-huh.
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 Listen, theoretically I know them. Theoretically.
Dear.
I'm doing my best. I don't know what you want from me.
You could just Googled any star just right now. And instead you just went with all of them.
Okay, well, it is in character for Rory, actually, because I don't think this bitch cannot make a decision to save her life. So I do genuinely think she might have some she prefers over others, but I don't think she can settle on one specific favorite. Yeah, honey, that's why you made Lucian a botanist. Indrid says, bold of you to assume I know anything beyond plants and sharks.
Fair enough. Both very interesting things.
McCartney asks, what inspired you to include Lucy on the podcast?
So we had talked a lot about ghosts in sort of the beginning of Hades. And they're still definitely a little bit permeating throughout the podcast, not as much I think, as it did in the original. But the
It's kind of
reason I
left
wanted to
ambiguous as to what it really is.
The reason I wanted to bring Lucy in was so that we can really see Tanner's motivation. Because I don't I don't want to put spoilers in this because nothing's out yet. But I think it's really important to see Tanner's motivations and see them firsthand. Because if not, it sort of starts to feel a little impersonal and it starts to feel like maybe they didn't have reason for doing what they so I thought that it was really important to include that and include that backstory.
It's also because I'm helping writing this, and I am a simp, and I love Lucy Tanner. So I said we're
Despite being British phobic.
I can multitask. Um, yeah, but I love Lucy. I did not realize she was British for a long, long time. Um, but yes, I am a simp. So I said we're going to put more of her in here because I want to. uh, Indrid says we also included her because British people to torture me specifically. Laura
Yes, for
says
sure.
she also didn't know she was British until like 2 months ago. Yeah, I was editing a video for a promo, and I wanted to throw one of Jupe's Lucy videos in it. And there's only one. There's only two videos where Lucy speaks.
Yeah.
And I was just hoping it was a weird voice. It was not. Um, Bree says Tanner feels impersonal from a general standpoint, and I really like how they open up as a character throughout the series.
I I also really like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think
I think it's a
and I
really,
mean
really good
obviously
character
we
arc.
all know I like Tanner.
I
I
think they have
agree.
a really good character arc.
I agree. And we really do explore a lot and pretty much the entirety of
You
Tanner's
say
arc.
this like all of our characters are not self projection. McCartney says it's just Jupiter not acting, but yeah.
Pretty much. Um, but yeah, I do think the way we get to explore Tanner's arc through season one, and it's pretty much there. That's a majority of their arc. They still have little bits of
Mm-hmm.
you know, character development throughout as they go through things, but we see a majority of them in season one. It's really great to see this sort of person unravel in the beginning. And
That's
that's another thing that I'm really excited about with getting to write other characters is I'm excited to start unraveling them as well and seeing really these different layers to the character that are there, but we haven't yet had.
um that's kind of what happens is we get Tanner and Rory's story out of the way in the first season so that they can act as supporting characters to bring everyone else into the spotlight in seasons 2 and 3 and honestly 4 too, I think. Bree says, I think I've sung my Tanner praises enough in the Hades chat for y'all to know my feelings by now. But yeah, I think everyone has a really satisfying character arc, and I'm very excited to go through them all.
Yeah. And we have drafted out through all of our seasons. and all of basically drafted out which what episode is going to be what and what it's going to focus on and
We have the
included that.
overarching plot.
Yeah, we have an overarching plot, but in that we've also made sure to include specific episodes and specific parts of the season, knowing when and where we need to develop specific characters. Which is really
Obviously, this
exciting as we
is,
start to
yeah, this is like,
it's really exciting as we start to get to this stuff, starting to get to write those things.
it's very fun. I mean, like, it's still subject to change at times because depending on how some of this turns out, that might affect how we put out things later in the seasons. So, but we do have a rough outline for everything. Bree says it's also really cool how easy it is to write for everyone else's characters since we talked about them so much in the past year. Yeah. McCartney asks, can you tell us anything about season 4?
No, I cannot.
Fun. Fun.
Yeah, you know what? I will agree with that. I will agree with fun.
Very fun. So much fun. All of the characters just have so much fun.
Yeah,
the whole
it's a
time.
super fun season. We are miles away from season 4. But yeah, we have drafted out to season 4.
We have. I mean, honestly, a lot of the overarching plots were already written out for us. Injured says, you two scare me. And Bree says, fear but also intrigue.
Yeah, season 4 is it's gonna be a little bit treading into new territory.
We
Which
definitely did switch some things around from the tag.
Yeah, so it's gonna be certainly very interesting. It's gonna take on a little bit of a different format, I think, than the previous season.
Because the
Before it.
previous seasons are mostly based in audio log form. But that changes.
So I think it's gonna be very exciting to sort of get to that when we get to it. But again, that is miles away.
Right now, I'm focused on releasing episode 1.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah, that's about where we're at.
Oh, okay, these are two very different messages. I'm gonna deal with Dice's first. Hey guys, I just found out that Gravity Falls turned 9 today. That's not relevant, it just gave me whiplash and now you all need to suffer with me. Thanks, I hate it.
9 years old. Awesome! I love Gravity Falls. Give all of my love to Alex Hirsch.
McCartney is now bullying you. James, no, I can't tell you anything about season 4. Proceeds to discuss season 4.
Don't worry about it.
Bree says, speaking of, were there any audio logs y'all were particularly proud of?
Woof. I have one that is it's not technically an audio log, but it is a monologue. It's at the end of season that I put a lot of thought and a lot of myself into that and monologue, and I think that it is going to rock some people.
Bye, McCartney.
And I'm very excited for people to hear that.
McCartney is leaving.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, that's a good log if I'm thinking about the same one, which I'm pretty sure I am.
You are.
Yeah, okay. For Rory, I have also definitely put a lot of myself into a lot of her logs. And I don't really have a particular favorite at the moment, but I am very excited to write some of her logs later on because she deals with a lot of shit in the beginning seasons, um, and really just doesn't have a great time, which is fun to write for reasons, for to project certain reasons, but I'm very excited to get to explore the happier parts of Rory. Um, yeah. Bree says, my personal favorites are the ones where the characters are angry about a certain thing that happens very soon in season 1. Angel says everyone knows my favorite log.
Actually, I was about to bring up, I think, my favorite log, and I didn't write it even, is the last log episode, Lucian. I think it is.
Very, very good.
It just rocks me to my core every time I listen to it.
I think it's gonna hit for a lot of people.
And the voice acting on it too, because I've edited it, is
exquisite.
Phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
I have heard it. It's so good.
Every time I listen to it, it just hits so hard.
Mm-hmm. I am so incredibly excited. Wait, no, don't cry.
No crying aloud.
Bree says, y'all know I'm all about the fluff, but y'all also do angst so well. Thank you. It's 'cause we're sad. Laura says, not me opening the episode 3 script to remember which one is last. I'm shaking your hand. You're so valid. I wrote half these episodes and I don't know what happens in
them. Yeah, it's a very good log. I particularly, I'm not gonna say a lot about it, but I love it a lot. It's very good. Arguably, it's my favorite.
Honestly.
Episode 3 is a great episode. I'm very excited to that one.
I think it really starts to set the tone for the show.
I agree.
Because episode 1 and 2 are very good as well, but it's definitely more introducing the characters, really. Indrid asks, how often are we releasing episodes after episode 1? We will be posting bi-weekly.
Yes, bi-weekly, Wednesdays at noon Eastern Standard Time.
Yep. We put too much thought into it. Into when we released. Yeah, it's Pride Month. All of the weeks are bi.
Yeah. But yeah, first release is next week, so it's very exciting.
Yeah.
And then and from there we'll be bi-week.
Yep. I should have episode 1 finished editing by probably tomorrow, I think, actually. So, very, very excited. Good question. Was releasing during Pride Month intentional or just a coincidence?
It's a coincidence.
It was a little bit of both, because we did discuss this. We did discuss
it?
we did discuss how when we wanted to put it out, um, and you suggested June, and I was like, oh, nice, it's Pride Month. And that was essentially it.
Sure. I remember that conversation. Uh,
Right, like you remember all conversations.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Um, no, so no, it was not. It was not intentional, but I think
I
it
think
is
it's
still very
fitting.
exciting. It is fitting given that I think everyone on the cast and crew is queer or in some fashion,
There is no
and
cishet on the ship.
and as well as the characters themselves as well.
Yes.
We've got a great
You mean the
representation.
actors?
I mean, yeah, the actors as well.
There are no cishet people. There are no cishet people involved in this.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that is a true statement. Uh, the '80s project is, and it is a queer show.
I can't remember the last time I talked to a cishet person.
Uh, but yeah, it's very exciting. I think, especially because these are the communities that we find ourselves in. I think it's very easy to find shows where there's sort of just one queer character, or even if there are a few, there's still some that aren't. And that I think that's really inaccurate often to where you find queer people. You often find them just purely in communities with other people
I think it's
who
also good
think.
because since we have so many queer characters, we get to explore like not all queer people are good people, not all queer people are bad people. You know, it's kind of you get to explore more sides to it, and also so many different queer dynamics. Um, since everyone is queer, there's so much representation. Like we've got bi, non-binary, um, polyamorous, trans, and more that I am probably arrow, ace, and more that I'm probably forgetting.
Yeah,
Princess the Sad Gaze just locked to the 80s tag and the rest was history. Yeah.
correct.
Injured asks, are y'all excited to get this project to the public? Any worries?
Um, I'm super excited.
I'm very
Yes,
excited. I mean, there's always that little bit of anxiety of like producing content that other people are going to see, um, especially since this is a project so many of us have put like so much of ourselves into. Um, but I'm very excited.
I'm also very excited. I agree with the general worries. Comes with anything that you're putting out into the world. Um, I really just I want to do these characters justice. Is really just what I want to do, because they are all so.
You know, we're not really we're making the podcast put out to the public, but we're not really making it to put out to the public. We're making it because we want to.
Yeah.
No, Jake legitimately messaged me and was like, I am thinking about doing a Hades anthology pod. And I said, bet. Injured ask, opinions on birds.
They're good. I like birds.
Flappy. Weird that they're related to dinosaurs, but I like it. Birds good.
Indeed. Birds.
You didn't know birds were related to dinosaurs? Birds are related to dinosaurs. Um, yeah, look it up. It's true. They are descendants of dinosaurs. I
Yep,
don't remember the specific dinosaur, but. Laura asks birds in space?
probably not.
Alright. Brie asks any favorite headcanons that won't make it to post.
Um, that's a great question. I know the one that popped to mind, but that we're including that, unfortunately. So
Oh, is it, um, Platter Tanner?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, as for things that aren't gonna make it, it's a great question. It's hard because we haven't written the whole show. Um, so there's so many things that I still want to include that
Why would you ask me this on call? Or why would you ask me this on stream?
mhm.
Why would you ask me this on stream?
It's the question.
Laura asks me, are we including you know in season 4?
Oh,
I hate it here.
um, that is up to the writers of the show if that is included in season 4. This is so cryptic. Season 4 is not written, and that's all I'll say on that.
If it is written, it means we have to voice act that. That's all I'm going to say. Indrid says you are the writers, you nerds. It 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 is funny, but God, at what cost? We'll have to do multiple takes of it too. We'll have to do it on a table read.
Well, great news. Season 4 is a long way away, so you have plenty of time to think about it.
Oh my god. Laura says nine. Only need one try to get it right. Call me one take, Laura.
One take, Laura, get it.
Oh god. Oh, it has not. Bree asks, has it been easy to choose which takes to use?
Oh, absolutely not.
No, there are so many
I
really
will
good
get.
takes, and also,
Yeah,
like, it really just depends on the inflection we want to go for. But a lot of
yeah,
the sometimes the inflections are really similar, and that makes it hard to choose, or sometimes you like two different inflections and can't decide between them. So
yeah. It's really tough, and one of the unfortunate things about recording is sometimes you get bumps and noises, and
mm,
sometimes your favorite take is it's just unusable.
yeah.
um, which is unfortunate, but we make it work. And I think the end product always
I
has been
mean,
so good.
honestly,
So,
all of like we have really good actors. We have really
we do.
good actors, so it it's hard to create something bad.
Yeah, no, I completely.
love getting a DM on Discord that just says Dilf Tanner.
Cool.
For personal reasons, I can no longer read Bree. Bree says, I hope you're including yourselves in the good actors comment.
Yes, I would include us in that comment.
I cannot read. I have written this podcast completely illiterate. He says, I guess I'll just have to read it to you next time we have a table read. Dear God.
Thrilling.
But yeah, I think that basically covers all of the questions. Oh no. I'm being threatened to accept compliments now.
I mean, yeah, accept the compliment. Let's close out on that. Let's close out on Aaron accepting a compliment. Throw your best compliments in the chat right now.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
And let
I will leave
and
this.
Aaron is gonna choose one to accept.
I will end this stream prematurely.
You will not.
I will. Don't tempt.
Don't
test me.
Toss out those compliments.
Don't test me. I hate you. Fine, if I'm accepting a compliment, then so does Jupe. Jupe has to too. So, hand them over.
I can't read the chat, so you just have to tell them.
That's why I'm gonna read them all to you.
Okay.
Hand over the ones for Jupe. Laura says, James is best, love.
I like that one.
I love you too, Indrid, and thank you very much, Bree. I love writing for Rory and Mal. They're great. Indrid says in all caps, Jupiter, you're an amazing STEM friend, and I love talking to you and writing with you. Oh, the caps locks was an accident. Bree says, in all caps, Jupe is so good at coming up with hot takes that just nerf me. They certainly come up with takes.
Thank you, Bree. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Mint says you both are incredibly cool, and I'm so glad I got to be a part of this very wild journey and get to tag along on y'all's incredible talent. We couldn't do it without you guys.
It's true. Yeah, no. I was actually going to toss this back at everyone in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. But also, you guys are all super incredible, and we could not be more thankful to have you on our team, to have you excited about this the same way we are. It fills me with joy.
This wouldn't have happened if y'all haven't been just as interested in it as we have. Bree says, every time we're on call together, I end up screaming because of something you come up with. James says words.
I do say words.
A lot of them are very good, and I very much enjoy them, and I'm very grateful I get to write with someone like James, because I love them very much, and they're an amazing writer. Other times, they make me think about rats in my brain.
If you're ever interested to hear a really good metaphor, just ask me about trauma rat.
Oh no, I'm being told to look in the Hades meme chat. Hang on. Can I put that up on screen?
Please don't.
I'm going to.
Great.
Did that work? Thank God it did. God bless.
Amazing.
Thank you.
But
Thank
yeah,
you, Dice. Thank you.
it's very good. Uh, yeah. So I think I think we're gonna wrap up.
Dice says sorry, Rory, if this sounds gay to the listeners.
And on that lovely note,
I'm sorry, Rory is a heterosexual. I don't know what you're talking about.
never say those words again.
It hurt me to
Um,
say them. It hurt me to say them.
yeah, I'm sure. Well, thank you everyone for coming out and for hanging out and asking us questions, and thank you for being a part of this journey.
Yeah, it, we're very excited, and we'll hopefully do more of these in the future.
Yeah, and maybe we'll even get other people on with us.
People who don't
Maybe
know
maybe
us.
maybe someone will get special mod rights just for like 3 hours.
Uh, Indra says James don't cry challenge.
I'm not gonna cry.
Bold of you to assume they can cry in front of people.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later.
Let's see if Aaron knows how to end it.
There's a big red button that says end stream.
Okay.
Bye.